Hey everybody, how are you today? Cody Boyk along with Jeremy Gamar. We are just outside Clay Center today looking at some fields and a lot more rowable crops this week than last week. What are you seeing?
Yep, everything seems to be moving along good. A good chance to see how your early vigor on some different varieties is and coming up. Uh, Definitely see that in some plots and fields.
Right, right. So the interesting thing we're kind of looking at now is the forecast for next week. It doesn't look great. Um, Cold weather, highs sometimes not out of the 50s even, lows in the 30s. How can that kind of screw us
Yeah,
up?
so it looks like we're going to come into a cold, wet spell, and this is obviously why we talked seed treatments and
Right.
where you see going to see your benefit at. We want to make sure we got that seed protected against some rhizoctonias, some pythiums, things like that that'll start creeping in as we get into a cold, wet spell, especially if it stays that way.
Right, and as of now, we are a little dry on top, so we could use some moisture,
Yeah,
but obviously not too much. If we get a lot of moisture here over the next week with those cold temperatures, especially the corn that's been planted in the last few days starts to be at risk for some damping off and other things that we don't want to see. We're probably okay for that, but we just don't want to see that. The other thing with those cold temperatures, and I don't think it will get this cold, but if we do get into the low 30s or 20s, some of those emerged beans start to be at risk for some frost damage.
yeah,
So some stuff we're looking at there. So
yeah. Guy just needs to be out in your field and look at it, see what
yep,
you got.
yep. So we'll see how if we can get through this week without any issues. Otherwise, I think stuff looks pretty good. So
Yeah, overall, I think crop is progressing
yep,
very
yep.
well.
So we'll try and get through this week, and hopefully we'll have some heat after that to really get us going. So with that, have a great week. Thanks.